New York City, the city where millions come to chase success. But also the city where thousands silently give up. Tall buildings, bright lights, luxury cars, successful people everywhere, and in the middle of all that chaos, lived a 22-year-old boy named Daniel Carter. Daniel came to New York with one dream: to become successful, not famous, not rich overnight, just successful enough to make his mother proud. Back in a small town in Texas, his mother worked double shifts at a diner. Every night she would call Daniel and say, "Son, I believe in you, even when nobody else does." Those words kept him alive. But New York was cruel. Daniel worked at a tiny grocery store during the day. At night, he delivered food on an old bicycle. Rain, snow, freezing cold, nothing stopped him. Still, his bank account stayed empty. One night, Daniel checked his phone. $3 left, rent overdue, phone bill unpaid, and 20 missed calls from debt collectors. That night, for the first time, Daniel cried, not because he was weak, but because he was tired. Tired of trying, tired of failing, tired of watching everyone else win. He sat alone on a subway bench at 2 a.m. People walked past him like he did not exist. And then, an old man sat beside him. The old man looked homeless. Gray beard, old jacket, tired eyes, but his voice was calm. He asked, "Why are you giving up so early?" Daniel laughed bitterly. "Early? I have been struggling for 3 years." The old man smiled. 3 years. That is not struggle. That is training. Daniel looked confused. The old man pointed toward the massive skyscrapers outside. He said, "Do you know why most people fail? Because they stop one step before their life changes." Daniel stayed silent. Then the old man pulled out a small notebook. Inside were hundreds of handwritten quotes. One page said, "Pain is temporary, but quitting stays forever." Another page said, "Success does not come to the most talented. It comes to the person who refuses to quit." Daniel asked, "Who are you?" The old man smiled softly. "Someone who once gave up." Then he stood up and walked away. Before leaving, he turned back and said, "Tomorrow morning, wake up one more time. Fight one more day. That is all life asks from you." The next morning, Daniel woke up at 5 a.m. Not because he felt motivated, but because he remembered those words. Fight one more day. So he kept going. Day after day, month after month, he started learning online business skills at night. Marketing, video editing, sales, communication. While others slept, Daniel worked. While others complained, Daniel improved himself. 1 year later, Daniel started a small digital marketing business from his tiny apartment. The first month, he made only $200. But he did not quit. 6 months later, he signed his first big client. Then another. Then another. 3 years later, Daniel stood inside his own office in Manhattan. Glass walls, luxury furniture, a team of employees, and his company logo shining behind him. But the most important moment came later. Daniel flew back to Texas. He walked into the small diner where his mother still worked. She looked shocked. Daniel smiled, handed her a set of house keys, and said, "Mom, you do not have to work anymore." His mother started crying, and in that moment, Daniel realized something powerful. Success is not about cars, not about money, not about fame. Real success is being able to change the life of the people who never stopped believing in you. That night, Daniel stood outside under the Texas sky, and he remembered the old man from the subway. The man who changed his life with just a few words. But Daniel never saw him again. Some people enter your life for only one moment, but their words stay forever. So if you are struggling right now, if life feels unfair, if everybody around you is moving ahead while you feel stuck, remember this: your current situation is not your final destination. Every successful person you admired today once felt lost too. The difference is they did not quit. Maybe life is testing you right now. Maybe this pain is preparing you for something bigger. But one thing is certain: if you keep fighting, keep learning, keep believing, your moment will come, not instantly, not easily, but eventually. And one day the pain you feel today will become the story that inspires someone else tomorrow.